with you Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, delivering live free picks for today's action. We'd like you guys to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day, Monday through Friday from this show. And of course, tons of free picks on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe. Set those notifications. Be live with us on this show to get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. Also, remind you of our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. Then visit Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You see Ramon here with a monster day yesterday. 979 units of profit up there. Pravi's been on fire. Mindy as well. So click the links, get signed up. You'll see some of our premium plays here for today featured here on our site. Our best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. And of course, many of those up there today up on the board. Our $15 pick is promotional. Each capper can designate one of their plays from their card as a $15 premium pick to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Our 3-packs plus offer great value up there on the site, many up there right now. And of course, as you scroll down, you'll find our pick ticker. If you prefer, you can purchase the picks a la carte with team versus team information there. All right, let's get this one underway. On the show today, we've got Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get started here with game day picks. We'll go ahead and get started with Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com, where she's been on fire there. If you checked out the leaderboards, great work, NHL, NBA. We got her ready to go here, Mindy Hahn. Mindy, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you today?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Today, 8 Eastern time. We got Nebraska, Omaha at home here against Oral Roberts. Roberts are the favorite here on the road, 13, total 154.
Yeah, so I'll probably just kind of get right into, the numbers here in this one, because I think this is kind of how it's going to, play out here a little bit. Oral Roberts, they average here over their, last 5 games here, 81 points, while Nebraska, Omaha, they give up 75 here on defense. Oral Roberts, they only give up 62 on defense, while Omaha only scores, 67 points here. I kind of have this one modeled out at about a 142, 145 game, but Vegas has the over-under here set at about 154. So to me, this is kind of an indication here that Oral Roberts will be doing all the additional scoring here in this one. I think that way it gives kind of Oral Roberts here the better chance of covering this line. It also opened Oral Roberts minus 11.5 and now has gone to minus 13.5. I think like you have it settled at about 13. Both teams here are pretty good against the spread. Oral Roberts 5-2 on the road, Omaha 5-4 here at home. But if I take a look at this, the favorite in this matchup, they are 4-0 against the spread, in the last 5 meetings. And if last year was any indication on how this game is going to go, UNO was totally swept bad, 100-88 and 107, to 62. I think UNO maybe is a little bit better team this year, but not too much, has happened for them when they've gotten into Summit League play. I mean, Oral Roberts is first. Nebraska Omaha here is 8th. Oral Roberts here, they've also covered a minus 12 betting line here in 6 of its last 10 games here as well. Oral Roberts is 5-0 against the spread too if they hold their opponents under 68 points. And again, UNO averages about 67. I think that's probably about where it's going to end up there too. Oral Roberts has been the one with the overtrend, not so much Nebraska Omaha here as well. So for me, I like Oral Roberts here to win this one big versus my Nebraska Omaha Mavericks squad.
Oh, Mindy going against Nebraska Omaha. Even though they beat Denver at home in Summit League action, they started off with a big win against Nebraska. And then I thought you were ready. When I saw this, I thought you were going to come and just bash Oral Roberts for all these non-D1 wins they've had this year. That's really are really inflating their stats.
Well, perhaps, right? I mean, there is something to that. But again, like I said, there are trends, though, showing that when they do have these big minus 12, minus 13s, they do tend to cover those spreads, more often than not. Oral Roberts here, they are 11th in points scored per game here in the NCAA. So, again, I know what you're trying to tell me, Tony. But, yeah, I mean, Oral Roberts here, they just totally out-rebound UNO here, 67 to 334th in the nation. UNO also is pretty sloppy with the ball. They tend to turn it over quite a bit. We know those turnovers are going to lead to some points here. And we got 4 guys here, including Aspis here, 4 guys in double digits that average that for Oral Roberts, where this UNO team is not very deep. They only have 2 guys, and they're both forwards that are their leading scorers. And again, both of them are forwards. I think it's a little bit different. If you can get some guards out there that can score a little bit better, that would maybe help UNO a little bit in this one. Also, but when it comes down to the forward play, I mean, you really got to move it around. And I mean, the only thing that you can kind of hang their hat on for UNO is that they're better from the free throw line. But in this game, I think they're going to be playing from behind. So, those free throws aren't really going to make too much of a difference here in this game today. So,
yeah, and they and you look at Oral Roberts, they do take care of the basketball. I understand why they play these D1 teams. John Brown, Oklahoma Baptist, Rogers State, Ozark Christian. You understand that reasons why they play these teams. But again, they got a road win at Tulsa, and of course they gave me my first premium pick cover of the season, as I had 8.5 against them at St. Mary's. They lose by 8. They barely got there, but I do remember that game against St. Mary's. Oral Roberts there. Mindy on Oral Roberts here, going to have to win here, laying 13 on the road in Summit Lake action against Nebraska, Omaha. This one to have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony's picks for today's action. Great results here in the NHL. If you take a look over overall, 815 units of profit last 7 days. These are all sports combined. Mindy's been on fire in the NBA, NHL, college football, NFL. Has been knocking them dead here over the last 7 days. We got lots of action. Still some bowl games up there on the board. Lots of conference action from college hoops, NBA, NHL. What do you have going over at Tony's picks?
Well, so far, I'm not in any football games here yet today. Still considering it. Still looking to see where I can find a good spot. A lot of times, if I'm unsure, just probably won't do it. But do have a big slate here for college basketball today. I'm in on 6 late games here in college basketball. So you can go ahead and check out my 5-pack, including a guaranteed best bet there later in the evening on a total. So you can check that one out. And then also, like you said, been doing pretty well here in the NBA, plus, 11, 28 units over the last 30 days. And as you know, for the NHL, been doing really well here this entire season, up 1,950 units here this year. So I feel like I'm, really hitting the NBA and the hockey card here, seeing the card well. Everything's, working out thus far with collecting those stats, playing consistent, and I think I'm really hitting my stride here in those sports. So pretty excited to see how the rest of this season is going to pan out for me. So yeah, you can go ahead and check out on each of those. Since I do have 4 plays in both, you can get a 3-pack in either the NBA or the NHL, including a guaranteed best bet with each of those as well. And then I did go ahead and put, I think I did. Maybe I didn't yet. I mean to, if I haven't. I was going to put in a late night 3-pack for you as well. I'm thinking I might have done that for the morning steam when I put that in, so I'm not sure. So I'll have to go back and check there my notes on the other side. But yeah, I mean, instead of buying these a la carte, spending your money a little bit play by play every day, why don't you just go ahead and, pick up a longer term pass, something like a 3-day, 7-day, or even a 30-day where you can get the bigger bang for your buck. And one of those volume players, you can see us up high there, on the leaderboard. Mindy, Ramon, and Pravi, we've been up there, making our plays and hitting all the right moves in just the right spot. So I think this is a good time for you to jump on board with one of us, and you can go ahead and put some cash in your pocket here for recovering from the holidays shopping extravaganzas.
That's right. So again, we're Mindy Hunt over at Tony's Picks. Fantastic results here in the NHL, but we also, as you mentioned, some great results as well on all sports combined. 8-15 last 7 days. Strong numbers in NBA, NHL, college football, NFL. Seeing it all right now. So get on board with Mindy right now over on the site as she featured the plays here. Going off some one-day passes up there that you see there in orange. NHL 3-pack, a bookie buster here in the NBA here with the 3-pack as well. Puts together plays from the NHL here as well with the best bet up there, 5-pack up there, college hoops and more. So check it out. Mindy with best bets from college basketball as well as NBA and the NHL. So she's on board, ready to roll here, guys. And instead of buying these plays individually, as Mindy alluded to, you may consider the longer-term passes. Up there right now is that weekly All Sports Pass. If Mindy's premium plays here for 7 days, of course that will feature, your college football bowls. We get right into the playoffs here on Saturday, and of course that the Monday bowls as well. Also the NFL, right? NFL in action Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, as well as all her NBA, NHL, college hoops plays for that 7-day pass. You can make opt as well for the monthly All Sports Pass. In play with the monthly All Sports Pass is the NFL playoffs, all the way through the divisional rounds of the playoffs. So there's a lot of coverage there on the 1 month. Also, all of Mindy's NBA, NHL, college hoops. There's a lot going on. All the conference plays began already. We're seeing for most of the Big Ten still playing their cupcakes for some reason, but we still have a lot of games up there, up on the with these conference teams in action right now. So go ahead and get on board there with Mindy on one of the longer term passes. Also, I must note here on the plays in yellow, these also include the late steam plays. And what are late steam? Well, late steam plays are picks that the cappers put in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Now, the cappers have the plays in early for the members, usually in there by 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if the members get in there, they're happy with them. But the late members plays are called the late steam plays. And these are picks that are put in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And those plays are emailed directly to the members there. So whatever email you use to sign up, that play's emailed to you. Only the late steam we email to. We don't mean all the plays; it'd be too much. But just the late steam right into your email box. That's also included in the picks in the longer term pass. So if you sign up for a 7-day or a 1 month All Sports Pass, Mindy sees something late that she likes, injury news, line moves, or she just sees it. Look at these big cards. You got 100+ games from college basketball. You're not, some of these are going to take time. Sometimes you got to look at them second, third, fifth time before you say, hey, this one makes sense. But that we have late steam, I can get to my customers now. That's one of the benefits there of the late steam. You'll see those in green on the pick ticker. But again, if you're a member, you'll get those right emailed to your box. A great feature there for the longer term passes. So go ahead and get signed up and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you will be able to save 20% off Mindy's longer term pass. So any place up there, use it as much as you like. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page to go ahead and get signed up there if you would. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy. And, of course, that morning steam, lots of picks today as we're loaded with tons of action, a little bit of everything, and a lot of a lot, too. So we had a NBA, you had NHL up there, college hoops, and, of course, a lot of bowl games, and even looked into some of the NFL.
Well, exactly. I mean, we put a lot of our plays, into the morning steam. That's why I haven't found too much yet today, because I like all of the action that we're in college basketball today. So you can definitely go to, our webpage over there at tonyspicks.com and look at the morning steam. We'll have packages there to get you in on all of these bowl games. You can buy them a la carte as well. So yeah, real happy with what me and Ramon have been putting together with the morning steam. Today we had a huge show. It was almost, 40 plays that we went through. Found just the right spots here again today. I think we were in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 picks today. So we have a lot to go forward with. So it's a great time to have you go ahead and check that out if you haven't watched the show. Or if you need to just find, just say, what our pick is going to be for the Mayo Bowl, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. You could just type in the teams in the morning steam, and that video clip will come up for you, so you can find out our picks. But yeah, we will be off tomorrow on Friday, but we'll be back again with another huge card on Saturday. So if you want to check that out, make sure you get there 8 a.m. Central Time. We will be taking Sunday off, mostly my fault, because I want to enjoy, the holiday celebration. And then we'll be back on Monday with about a 15-game card. So that's kind of where our lookout is on the morning steam. After that, I think we're back to, regular action, regular card, for a while there. So make sure you come and check us out. And then also you can find me on Twitter at Tony's Picks Mindy, where you can find another play in college basketball today. So go ahead and check that out as well. Click the follow, click the notification button, and then how about go ahead and retweet as well. Trying to get as many followers as we can on those social media accounts. All starts with you. So get over there. Do it now.
Yeah, do it now. Support the cause there, and retweet if you would there for Mindy there. Guys, check out the morning steam. We've got a lot of shows up there on the archive. Those of you at work, catch that 2 hour plus show right now on your way home. Type in every podcast, all the major platforms. Tony's Picks is the podcast. We put every show. Yes, we put every pick. We put every pick in podcast form on that podcast. Lots of them. I don't see any podcast that does this. It shows you the kind of operation we have here with our support staff and our management. But anyway, hit the Tony's Picks podcast. Check out the full length morning steam on your drive home with truckers. Hey, this is for you guys, right? We put every pick up there in podcast form. We put our shows in podcast form. Keep your eye on the wheel and tune into the picks. And your truck stop, go ahead and make your bets. That's how you roll. That's how you roll, guys. So there you roll. Sit there with the podcast over at Tony's Picks. All right, Mindy, as always, great to have you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, I'll be here. We'll see ya. Have a good night.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here at Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get the plays in real time, get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on the show. It is now time to go ahead and welcome Ramon Scott. Man, Ramon Scott with a monster day up there on the board. You guys have checked it out. Let's bring him in right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Tony, thanks a lot. I was thinking maybe I should have more birthdays, but then I thought better against that. Let's just try to keep the winning going and not tacking on years.
Yes, that's right. Just keep the winning coming. It keeps us young. Yes, that's the key there to staying young is just win. And here we go with the winner for Ramon tonight. This one delegated to FS2, very low distribution. DePaul here to host the Georgetown here. DePaul laying 4, total 153.5.
Tony, shame on you. Ray Meyer is going to walk through that door any moment. Right behind him will be Coach Thompson's, elder Coach Thompson. They'll rescue this game. All right, we'll dial it back to 1982. You just watch it. Tonight, Tony, though, not so much with Georgetown and DePaul. It's not 1982 anymore, and these teams aren't very good in the Big East, but I think I've found a winner for us with maybe the Blue Demons here tonight at home laying the points against the Hoyas. The Hoyas have had a little bit of success, but neither of these teams are really transferring their success onto the road right now. The Hoyas have lost all 3 of their road games straight up. They did lead UConn. That was impressive. They led them in the second half, which hasn't happened very often this season to the Huskies, but the Huskies blew right by them. Ended up winning by 11. Georgetown has also lost to, maybe comparable teams to the level of DePaul and Loyola Marymount and American. American's not really even up there with DePaul, but they lost to them. So they're allowing 78 points on the road, Tony. That's really one of the worst numbers in the country, probably just maybe 20 or 30 spots from the bottom. They've lost 3 road games by double digits, and they're averaging less than 70 points offensively on the road, even though they're supposed to have a pretty good offense. I guess they do. DePaul isn't any great shakes, but they have had some okay wins at home. They beat UTEP by 21 points. They beat Loyola Chicago by 6 points in overtime, so that has to rank as a quality win for sure. Even though DePaul is just 6-7, they are 4-1 straight up at home, so they're going to have to cover a little bit of a number here. Both teams 0-2 in the Big East, riding 3-game losing streaks overall. DePaul, they did lose to Texas A&M at home, but that was a pretty tough game. But DePaul, they do shoot their free throws quite well. In fact, they're about 10th in the nation in that category, and also they shoot 35% from three-point range, an area where Georgetown definitely struggles defending the 3, particularly on the road. So I've got, Javon Johnson, you figure Umoja Gibson, Earl Penn, they're probably good for 40 points or more between them, because this one could up-tempo a bit. Now, the Hoyas do have the big man, Qudus Wahab, who probably is a kind of a, Patrick Ewing project, I would think. But DePaul doesn't have necessarily someone to match up with his size, but I think they can do an okay job against Georgetown offensive players, Primo Spears and Brandon Murray. The problem, I think, with Wahab, he's not quite on par with a guy like Kalkbrenner, who really tore up DePaul in that last game on Christmas. The first Big East game ever be played on Christmas. DePaul, they kind of hung in there. They actually got the money against Creighton in that one, in an 80-65 loss on the road. They were getting 15 and a half or even a tick more. So they actually got the money against Mindy's Blue Jays, one of her teams, certainly. So DePaul averages 83 points at home, and the way these teams tempo up, I think that just plays more into DePaul's hands. When you got two bad teams, I'd rather just lay a small number at home. They do shoot 48% from the field, 42% from three-point range at home. Those are both categories at home. So I think that's just why when I have two bad teams, I think they can get this cover here, Tony, by 4 points. Another good win I don't know about a good win. Minnesota, they're kind of down this year, but they did beat them in a tournament earlier this season. So I like DePaul in this one. Tony, I just don't think Georgetown right now, they're not transferring any quality onto the road at all. Home team dominated series. 5 of the last 7 meetings have been covered by the home team.
Yep, home team, no doubt about that. DePaul, a pretty good showing at home. 4-1 at home, hitting over 47%. So that's what you can bank on here. When you looked at Georgetown's defense, it's not been pretty. The last 5 games, even in conference, giving up 55% shooting.
Yeah, the numbers are bad, and again, like I said, really, the number of points that they allow on the road would rank right down there, I should say, as one of the worst teams in the country. DePaul is not anything special. Certainly right now, these two teams will be hanging out at the bottom of the standings this season. But for me, when I have two bad teams and I'm laying just a small number, those are kind of more of the favorites that I want to take than maybe laying something to a decent team that has some penchant of success on the road. I don't see that being the case here with the Hoyas. Ewing's going to be able to maybe call his own retirement if he ever doesn't want to coach. It might be tough to fire a guy like Patrick Ewing, but that, season that they had, when he had that run a couple years ago and ended up in the tournament, I think that was a one-off, if you will. I don't see Georgetown being able to. If he hasn't been able to, get the recruits by now, and they are making a few moves on the transfer portal, but they're just such low to mid-range guys that I can't see them really getting even any chemistry together right now. It's just not working out for Coach Ewing right now at Georgetown. So, yep, would have been a good game 40 years ago, Tony. Tonight, I know you're making fun of it. At least it's on FS2. It's got some coverage. But anyways, I'll take it. I'll take DePaul tonight. Like I said, they've got to contain Spears and Murray, but I think they can do that tonight at home.
All right, Ramon here on DePaul Lane 4 here against Georgetown. This one to have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Of course, Ramon putting up some fantastic numbers as we see here. 2,928 units of profit, NHL for 2022 document. But yesterday, coming in with a 6-0 in college hoops, 2-0 NBA, 3-0 college football. These are the past 24-hour numbers right now. Ramon on absolute fire right now. Okay, Ramon, a lot of NBA up on the board, college hoops as well, NHL. We've got college football bowl still to go. What do you have? And of course, that NFL game no one's talking about because apparently it doesn't mean anything. So anyway, what do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
I'm involved in that NFL game. They were kind of teasing me in the chat because I know that Tennessee, I was trying to make it clear that they still are alive, and the chat was saying they didn't have anything to play for. I understood that. I mean, Mindy pointed it out perfectly, that Tennessee will have something to play for next week. So they've actually made another move at quarterback, going on a third quarterback here. Tonight it was announced they'll be switching quarterbacks again. And Dallas, look, they can still win the division, I guess, but they might be better off just making sure their players are rested. It would take an extraordinary effort to, have everything break their way to win the division. So they might just focus on getting this done, getting in and out of there tonight. I've got the game up right there, a 3-pack of football games, including 2 college football games. You mentioned the 3-game sweep there yesterday in the bowls. So I'm going to bring you, 3 games in a football package up there today for $30. I've also got an NBA 3-pack. You mentioned the sweep that I had yesterday on the card. I got 3 games loaded up for $30 over there at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. And also, Tony, you mentioned NHL. Most of my action, like Mindy said, we're pretty well locked on a pretty big NHL card. I don't have anything up personally right now. I might by the time they end up dropping the puck, but all of our action is kind of together. We kind of clicked on the NHL card tonight, where we're actually doing some pretty good work. So I think we'll maybe focus there as a team together there. And this huge college basketball card, you may see late steam from me in this one. Been pretty hard to tackle all these games here and make sure that I keep this streak rolling. So please be on the lookout for more action from me if you want to ride this streak right now. You mentioned 11-2 yesterday, and really smashed the card. So I'm going to really keep it going here tonight at Tony'sPicks.com. And well, I think we'll do so. I mean, let's roll.
That's right. Get on board. Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. Great results, as we talked about. 11-2 yesterday for Ramon in action with the football here. A 3-pack he puts together his NFL and college football bowls into a 3-pack. That's up on the board. Profit guarantee here at $30 minute must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Also in action, NBA 3-pack as well for Ramon Scott. So there you go with Ramon's plays. Also with the afternoon college basketball premium extra board. He's into the extra board tonight there with the plays as well. So Ramon in action tonight here on the college hoops, looking to bounce, to not bounce, but to continue that hot streak that he's put together there on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Thursday afternoon action. So get signed up. Now, instead of buying these plays individually, you may consider the longer term passes, the ones that you see there in yellow. Ramon has a 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. Even up to a year, you can get all of Ramon's premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicap page and you make that purchase, I will note here the monthly pass includes the remainder of the bowl games, all the championship, all the playoff games, and championship games from college football. Of course, this will take you right through the divisional series of the NFL playoffs. And, of course, all his NBA, all his NHL, all his college hoops. That's all part of that 1 month all sports pass. When they restart UFC in January, that will also include any UFC plays. Also, Ramon does delve into European soccer at times, even South America and North America. If he not as much this time of the year, but if he happens to see something, he'll fire in. That's also part of it. That's why we say all sports. Every sport that we document over at Tony'sPicks.com is covered there with Ramon Scott there on the site. That 1 month pass, and we'll say is a way to go instead of buying all the plays individually, and we'll save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the all capers tab, and then you will land right on Ramon's page, and then just scroll down. You'll find all the plays there for the 1 day passes up there in the orange, and in the yellow, which are not profit guaranteed because they're sold at a great discount, are the longer term passes. So go ahead and get signed up there with Ramon over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can also see the pick ticker if you prefer a la carte. You can just buy the plays a la carte there with team versus team information right in the write up there. All right, Ramon. We also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, and of course that morning steam put in another big show with lots of content.
Yeah, we got a lot of games to get in, so we had a pretty big card to talk about a lot of games and have the chat going with all of our games as well. Yeah, tonight in college basketball, head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, where you'll find my Twitter pick today. It comes to you in a late game out west between San Luis Obispo and Northridge. Check that one out and get another free winner over at Tony's Picks Ramon. We'll be back tomorrow, or Saturday, thank you, with another big show. Yeah, we'll give Mindy a chance to spend time again with her family. I don't do much. On New Year's Eve, I'm usually focused on the games a little bit, but that's just a reflection of me, not necessarily what's going on with the show. We'll be back again on Saturday and then resume on Monday, as she said. But really happy with the contributions from the chat, the amount of people continuing to watch. Our audience continues to grow. The YouTube hits continue to increase, and that's going to keep us doing the show. But one thing we do need from you is a little bit of support, so please subscribe to my packages over at Tony'sPicks.com or the Team Steam packages. Of course, we package up all of our consensus plays. If you missed the show, you can get our plays. You don't have to go through, even though they're free. You can go back and watch the show, get our consensus plays. We average several a day. You get just as much volume as kind of our personal accounts over there, but you can go to Tony'sPicks.com, click on the morning steam, and subscribe to those plays 3 days, a weekend, kind of the same rates that you get from our premium plays. Even though they're absolutely free, if you want to go back, watch the shows on YouTube, listen to those podcasts Tony mentioned as well. Everything's on every platform and all that. You could do that. I don't mind. But if you're in a hurry, you don't want to do that kind of legwork, you can go over and subscribe to the plays, and we're pretty happy about that because people do that. Maybe they don't even catch the shows, and they just see that our record is pretty good. So that speaks for itself, and we appreciate your support. So if you want to do it that way, just know that those sales, that goes partially into our pockets, if you will. So with all due respect, Tony, on a little sales pitch there, we do appreciate that if anyone wants to subscribe to the plays that way. If they can't catch the show, they can certainly still get our premium consensus plays. The way it works, we preview each and every game on the major betting boards, as well as a handful of college games on the hardwood each day, and Mindy gives her analysis and pick. I already have my picks ready to go with the plays that I like the best, and if it happens to agree with Mindy, I just say, I agree, and here's some more tidbits, some analysis as to why, or I pivot and maybe take a side or a total, not necessarily always opposite. I don't like to go opposite necessarily. We want to give you many picks. So why, pivot a little bit and give an extra pick there so we can get 2 picks for every show video that we make on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. No reason for me to waste one person's pick because I like the other side. Now, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. I've got a premium, say, on the total, and she likes one side. So maybe about 5 or 10% of the time I just say, hey, got to disagree with you here, and we end up picking opposite. But not usually, because we want to get as much information and actionable betting information to you so that you can decide for yourself what you want to do, side or total. If you want to just tail us, that's fine. The record speaks for itself. You see the day that we put together yesterday combined. If you combine that 11-2 record with Mindy's 8-4, that's a pretty good day right there. You can certainly make a living going 19-6 or whatever it was. So appreciate everyone watching the show, the contributors to the chat room as well, Tony. That's part of the fun of it, really, is getting everyone involved and making it kind of a family deal, if you will.
That's right, family deal indeed. Appreciate all the chat response and participation for that morning's Steam team. So check them out Saturdays through Thursday here at 9 a.m. Eastern time on our channel here. Off tomorrow, back on Saturday. And of course, Tony's Pick Ramon is the Twitter account. Then go ahead and subscribe there and retweet Ramon's picks. All right, Ramon, have yourself a great afternoon. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Tony. See you then.
You got Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like and subscribe and set those notifications so when we're live, you're live with us to get the plays in real time and, of course, to get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. We're going to go here with an NBA pick for you from my play tonight. We're going to be looking at this NBA game between the Rockets and the Mavericks. The Mavericks are the favorite here at -10 here, as the graphic says, +10. Of course, we all remember what went on with that Christmas with that game the other night, right? When Luka went off for with that big 60-point performance, and was it 21 rebounds, 10 assists. It was a monster day from Luka. I would have liked to see a little bit more contributions there from the supporting cast. But then again, when it comes to the playoffs are a different animal. I like to see a little more postseason success from this team. But anyway, we're going to be going in this one with the Rockets here plus the 10. I just think these teams just played in Houston not too long ago, and the Rockets did cover that game. Let me go ahead and just take a look here at this injury report and just refresh it. I don't know if there's any late breaking news here. I don't want to be caught by surprise. But anyway, we'll just let you know here that in this one, the Mavs have just not been a good cover team at home, failing to cover 10 of 16. And believe it or not, Houston does come in with a day of rest. Remember that loss to Boston wasn't a back-to-back spot, and Houston on a day of rest, have a winning cover mark, if you can believe that, in that spot here. So it's one of the main reasons I'm going here. It's just, I think it's just an inflated line here. Mavericks have not been a good cover team, failing to cover 10 of 16 at home. These Dallas Mavericks, and of course this is the last game on the board tonight. We still show Gordon Tate as questionable on the Dallas side, still Green, Kleber, Finney-Smith out, and Bullock questionable there. So we're going to go ahead and take those 10 points here with the Houston Rockets. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. Got a lot going on today. I really like that. I'm in action in college basketball, also with the college football bowl game and NBA. We'll go ahead and put up my plays up here for you right now. Over on the site here. Let me just go ahead and refresh. I always got to reload this page for some reason. But anyway, we'll come down here and see what we've got here for you. Today's action. We've got also a best bet up there tonight here from college basketball. So I have that up on the board right now for you. Is our college basketball best bets, as well as a 3-pack. We have a 3-pack here from college hoops, and we also have a mixed sport 3-pack where I put together a place here from the college football bowls and 2 NBA. So that's what I got going tonight. A 3-pack here from college hoops, a 3-pack featuring 2 NBA and 1 bowl game. And also my best bet from college basketball is a standalone play, which is not part of any package. So I've got 7 premiums on the board today. So go ahead and get signed up now. Instead of buying these individually, you may consider longer term passes to my 3, 7, or 3rd day all sports pass up to even a year. Get all my premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. And of course, don't forget using that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll be able to save 20% off. You can access my page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you will land right on my page, and there you go with it there. And you can see the place in orange there, a profit guarantee, meaning they must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Or the ones in yellow, which are not, because they're sold at a great discount. Also, profit guarantee are my plays on the pick ticker. If you prefer, you can buy my plays a la carte with team versus team information. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It is now time to go ahead and do the recap. Let's take a look at the plays from today's show. All right, Mindy was with us with Oral Roberts. She's going to lay the 13 against her Nebraska Omaha team. Ramon was on DePaul laying 4 against Georgetown. I will be with the Rockets plus the 10 here against the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Tony's Picks. They'll give out the plays for you for the Friday action. So make sure you like and subscribe. That's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from there. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk